air, figuring out where that frog went to ground, and then he'll use his nose as a shovel to dig that frog up, scraping and scraping and scraping. When I walk in my snake room, I can tell if these guys are active because they're almost always digging in their little boxes, and you hear this big you know, the hog noses are trying to scrape out the bottom of their cage. They're really good at it, and they do it a lot. You come in and the shavings are all piled up on one side of the cage, and you get this big empty spot because they're always trying to dig. But they do that to get their food. These guys also do another thing that's really cool. If they get real scared, they will actually lay on their backs and flop their tongues out of their mouth and pretend to be dead. And they'll lay there and they'll look at you and take a big deep breath and try to hold it till you go away. They're pretty funny, yeah. I feed them mice. Mice are easier for me to get than frogs. Yes, all my snakes eat food that's already dead. They don't have to kill any of their own.
Have you ever seen a water snake?
Yes, many times. The reason that I don't keep them is because they're generally nervous. And did you ever pick one up? You smell your hand afterwards? It's really common. That's why I don't keep them.
Those are your snakes?
These are most of the snakes. Now, let's see. We're going to do a couple of lizards. Actually, we're just going to do one lizard. What are we at time-wise? We'll do 2 lizards. Now, this first lizard is a gecko. Come here, buddy. Now, geckos, all lizards, well, most lizards, are different from snakes in 3 ways. Shh, quiet down, guys. Snakes never have legs, and if you watch this guy while he's crawling around, you can see that he's got 4 little legs. Shh. Snakes never have ears, and if you look closely at the side of his head, he's got one here and one over here. He's got a little ear. They don't have any outside ear like you guys do. But he can hear all the same sounds that you do. That little hole in there. And he's also got eyelids. And if you watch his eyes long enough, he'll blink. He'll close them just like you do. Snakes never have legs. Snakes never have ears. And snakes never close their eyes. Now, the type of lizard he is a gecko. There's lots of different kinds, but one thing they have in common is they've all got soft skin. He has no scales. His skin is more like yours, only it's kind of pimply and warty. But it's real soft, and it tears real easy. The reason his skin is so soft is he doesn't have to be out in the sunlight. He's a nocturnal animal, active at night. He doesn't need that protection from the sunlight. He's got a big fat tail. He's a desert animal. He stores water and food in there. So if he has to go a long time without one or the other, you can see his tail shrink down, but he's still okay. Hang on a second. He's also got an elliptical pupil, which is really cool. And if you guys can see him a little closer, leopard geckos have one of the prettiest eyes of any reptile there is. Their pupil goes up and down like a cat's, and at night it opens up. And these guys can see as well on a bright starlit night as you guys can during the day. And that's when they're most active, is at night. That's why that pupil opens up. Right now he's got a little slit down the middle of his eye, not much in there at all. But when I go into these guys' room at night when it's dark, and I just shine a flashlight in the cage, almost their whole eye is taken up by the pupil. It's really cool. Now the next lizard I want to show you, she's pretty funny. She's still young. She's 1.5 years old. And she's a water monitor. These guys come from Asia. And by the time she's done growing, she's going to be somewhere between 8 and 10 feet long and weigh between 60 and 80 pounds. Right now, she's a little over 3 feet long. Shh. She's a little over 3 feet long, and she's starting to go through a little shed. Her skin's coming off in patches here. Lizards almost always shed in patches. Like when you guys get a sunburn and you peel, a snake almost always sheds in one piece. They do this as they grow. Shh. Now you can see on her, she's got great big legs, big long toes and claws. She's a very good climber and an excellent swimmer. She can hold her breath for up to 10 minutes. That's convenient. If a big animal is trying to eat you, you can jump in the water and hide. It's also cool if you're getting food out of the water, and these guys will eat crabs and fish and snakes and lizards and anything they can get. She's got her tongue, which is very similar to a snake's. It's long and it's forked on the end. Hers is actually more sensitive than a snake's tongue. It can pick up even more scents. More smells. Now, as you guys see us over the next couple of years, you'll see her get bigger and bigger, and eventually I'll just walk her in on a big leash, and she'll just kind of hang out on most of the floor. I got her when she was small, and I'm raising her up to do this. She's been working for almost 1.5 years now. In another 2 or 3 years, she'll be 5, 6 feet long, and then I will walk her in. She's outgrown that box now. She pushes the top off if I leave her on the top of the stack. Yeah, they're really strong. They have a lot of muscle. Reptiles don't really have a whole lot of fat. They're really, really strong. Almost all muscle, almost all the time, yes.
Is that blue lung?
There's what?
Is that a blue lung?
A blue tongue?
Yeah.
Her tongue is kind of blue colored, yes. I have, yeah, she lives in a big terrarium, actually, just a big wooden cage, sliding glass front. The small snakes live in bigger versions of the plastic boxes, and then the big guys have big wooden cages they live in.
Do they live in the water?
These live in the rainforest, and they live near the water all the time. So it's always available to them to go hunting and also to hide from their enemies in. And they hang out in the trees above the water, and if you scare them, they just dive right in and they hide down there in the bottom.
Where would you find these? I know in Asia, but
Southeast Asia, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, and then into the other islands there. Any other questions about this one, guys? Okay. I have a couple of other snakes to show you. Who's got... Yeah, but one of the cool things about this particular type of monitor is that they get really, really mellow. They get really nice. They work with people very well. And that's one reason why I got her to work with her, because I like her attitude. Now, let's see. Where did I put that boa constrictor? Now, I have two boas that I'm going to show you guys. Two boa constrictors. Now, this first little one, this is kind of a rare boa. This is one you don't see very often. He's called a Hog Island boa, and they come from Honduras, and there's just a small area in Honduras that they come from. He's got lots of pink and lots of orange, and most boas don't look like him at all. They have the same shape, but different colors. Now, this guy's about 6 months old. He's a little over 2 feet long. He's got his little tongue going. He's holding on with his whole body, not just his tail, because these guys are really good climbers, and they're very strong. Now, a boa, if he sees you often enough, can actually remember who you are just by the way that you look. So a lot of times, these guys will come right up and look at you while you're holding them, especially the one that you guys are about to hold in just a few seconds. Now, the babies are kind of soft, and if you guys were all to feel him, he'd feel kind of soft, kind of squishy, because his bones are small and his muscles are soft. When they grow up, they get big and they get hard, and snakes are some of the strongest creatures, pound for pound, that are out there. Now, I wanted to show you this little one, less than a year old. The next one you guys are going to see is 10 years old. No. She's about 9 feet long. And she weighs 20, maybe 25 pounds. Now, everybody sit down. Everybody sit. Oh, you know what? I have a different one today.
You know the rules. If you're allowed to touch it gently.
No, this is actually a Dumeral's boa. This is similar to the one that you guys just saw, but this one comes from Madagascar, which is a small island off the east coast of Africa, or actually a large island. Now, this guy, this one has a name, and we call him Squeezer, because he likes to hold on tight. Now, he's not going to hurt anybody when you guys hold him, but he likes to hold on because he doesn't like to fall. When a snake this big falls and does a belly flop, he can actually break ribs and hurt himself, and they don't like to do that. So when you come up to hold him, if you want to, he might wrap his tail around your body, he might grab your leg, he might put his tail in your pocket. He's looking for somewhere to hold on to. Now, snakes have no manners. They don't care where they grab you. They just don't want to fall. Now, here's the way we work this snake. I'm going to start at this side, and I'm going to work my way this way, asking you guys one time if you want to hold the snake. If you do, I'm going to let you come up and hold it. If you don't, I want you just to sit tight and wait. And after you've held the snake, go back and sit down and watch your friends hold it. But we need to keep it quiet. Shh. Listen up, guys. Shh. If you don't want to hold it, that's okay. In a little while, I'll take out one of the other smaller snakes after most of you have held this one, and we'll let you guys hold that one as well. Now, I'm going to start over here. I'm going to go this way. So if you want to turn, sit tight. Everybody gets one that wants one. We'll start with right. How about you? Stand up. Put him around here. There you go. This one he's 8 years old. I was telling you guys about a different one before. This one is 8 years old. He's about 8 feet long, and he only weighs about 15 pounds. All right, good job. We're going to go quick on this. How about you? And then we'll get you guys over here in the corner. Sure. Let's spin you around this way. There you go. All right, good job. How about you? You? Hang on. You? 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 Come on, you'll be next. There you go. Now remember, if he comes up and licks you on the ear, and I hope your ears are clean, he's just saying hello.
All right, Dion.
Put your arms behind him so he doesn't slip off of you. No, right here. There you go. You can pet him. You can hold on to him a little.
Get him off me. It's so funny. Dang his tail.
Pretty strong, isn't he?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can lift you up. There you go, buddy. How about you?
Dang, that's you.
They're a lot stronger than they look when they actually start to hold on to you. You know, when you guys are wrestling and playing with each other, you just use your arm. The snake uses his whole body.
Let me see his eyes. He got some kind of line in his eye.
That's his pupil. He has one of the up and down also, yes. Okay, you're up. There you go. Turn you around this way a little bit. Got him? All right, good job. How about you? And then we'll get you and you. All right, let's get you to turn all the way around. There you go.
It's under you. It's under you.
Good job. But you? You? You sure? You sure? Okay, how about you? Nope. You? Come on up.
He's too small.
Nope, we do kids that are so small, some of them can't stand up by themselves. We just wrap him around them.
I want to see him crawl.
The floor is kind of smooth. You ever walk on ice? You ever go to an ice skating rink and walk out there in your shoes? Kind of slip and slide, can't get any traction? That's what the floor is like for these guys. There's nothing for them to get a hold of. Same thing, it's too smooth. How about you? Come on up. You guys make room for people in the back there so they don't step on your fingers. All right, cutie, here we go. All right, good job.
Uh-oh, he's coming up to your ear.
Good job. Likes you. A little snaky kiss there for you. How about you guys back here? Okay, we'll get to you. Hang on. Wait. I'm going to go this way, just kind of up and down. Put your arms around him so he doesn't slip off behind you. This one over here. There you go.
He likes you.
All right, good job. How about you? You can do it?
No.
All righty, there you go. Got him? Good job. Okay, you guys back up. Back. Give me room to walk here without stepping on you. You guys don't want me stepping on you. Good job. Right there. There we go. We got you. How about you? Nope. Okay, we got you. How about you? Whoops. There you go, buddy. Right there. Pretty cool, huh? Good job. All right. Let's see. You were no. We got you. Did we get you yet? Okay, come on up. After a while, you guys all start looking